Alright, morning and day 2. A little bit of a late start. It's about 7:30, just because I'm all packed up, but the trains went through nearly non-stop last night until about 1 a.m. and then there's a few more after that. It's a beautiful morning, bluebird skies, there's just a few clouds. I got to talk to a fisherman this morning who's on his way down to try to test his luck in the river, and I'm just having a cup of coffee, so it's a good start. Goal is to make it to a town called Little Orleans tonight, but we'll see. Right outside of Lock 33, it's a lock house. The lock keeper keeps complaining it's a bit drafty. I don't know what he's talking about, but he definitely has a green thumb. By beautiful Lock 34, again just north of Harper's Ferry. Road access right there. I'm gonna go ahead and continue on north. And there's trash everywhere. Sad. So why am I out here? A few years ago I lived in the Northern Virginia area, learned about the C&O. Thought, man, that's pretty cool. Right outside of a major city. Little bit of wilderness, and it covers some distance, so it's not that unique that you find some wilderness in cities, especially nowadays. Communities are trying to make a big push to incorporate nature, but to find something that's roughly just shy of 200 miles long right outside of the city and has some historical context to it as well, that's what makes it kind of unique. So wanted to do it, never got around to it, just kept working, and moved away for a few years, and it was something I regretted. So when I came back to Northern Virginia area, I said, hey, I am going to do the C&O Canal, and because the trail is easy going, you can look around, which is awesome. It's kind of makes it an enjoyable experience. I'm not keeping a crazy pace. Maybe 10 miles an hour is I think what I averaged yesterday with stops and everything else. So just cruising. It's nice. So around mile 70 or so, it's about 9 a.m. I just passed the sign in a campground for Antietam Creek, and I did not realize that this would pass right near Antietam, and I guess I should have. It's longitudinally aligned, and it was fought near the Potomac, so that in and of itself would be worth spending a day. Just camp there if you have the time, and especially on a weekday when the campground's nice and empty. And then there's a bike tour around the battlefield, influential battle in the Civil War. Alright, this is Horseshoe Bend hiker-biker campsite. I thought that pump that I talked about on day 1 was unique, but this is how all of them are. And just pump it for a little bit, and water eventually starts coming out. Honestly, the water's either I'm getting used to it or it's getting better the further I get from the city, which wouldn't be surprising. Probably less iodine in it, but at any rate, looks like at these hiker-biker campsites within the park, 1 night limit, no alcohol, but and there's no trash cans. You got to pack it in, pack it out, but they even provide bags over where I have the bike laned, so it's very, very convenient, and just gorgeous. It's a Potomac right there. No one's here. This is again one of the more rustic ones, but it's got TP. Be a good spot to put your tent. There's already, no grass there or anything. Leave no trace principles. And then just gorgeous view. And fire pit, picnic table. What else do you need? Yeah, I just wanted to take a second and show what one of these looks like, and honestly, they're all about just like this. But yeah, this is kind of what I want to show with the different campsites, well marked, and gives you the distance to the next one. And every single one of these things has had one of those water pumps. I told you there was a good bit of wildlife out here. So we're at Dam 4, and this is where they were able to pool the water for the canal between here and Harper's Ferry. It was built in 1857. Pretty impressive. Feels like a fairy tale land. Just upstream from Williamsport. It's a beautiful forest. I haven't seen a soul. Charles Mill, built in 1790. Alright, taking a little uphill detour. Saw a sign for Fort Frederick State Park. It's a restored 1700s fort, so I'm gonna go check it out.
Draw your rammer, return your rammer, returning to the shoulder. So I am now ready to fire off my musket. So the next commands are to make ready, present, fire.
The fort was built by the governor of Maryland during the French and Indian War in order to discourage or otherwise more quickly respond to aggression from the French, who were housed up by Pittsburgh. Hancock, Maryland. Beautiful giant aqueduct. Potomac, we rejoined it about 10 miles ago maybe. Probably not quite that far. Alright, town of Little Orleans. Bill's place, the only place in town. I am super happy right now. Just got to Devil's Alley Campground, hiker biker campground, north or upstream of Little Orleans, and no one's here. I thought by this time of night it's about 7:50 that someone would be here, but especially on a Saturday. Nope. Got the place all to myself. There's water up there, a little campfire pit on the Potomac River. Bike's been awesome thus far. It's been a good day, a good ride. All in all, probably close to 90 to 95 miles today. So that kept me, put me back on pace to where I wanted to be had I not gotten that late start. All right, so camp is set up. I have no service, but the last time I looked, it wasn't supposed to rain. So I am not putting the rain fly on, because with a view like that, I'd love to just sleep as close to under the stars as possible, yet not get eaten alive by bugs all night long. So, gonna get settled into camp. I grabbed myself some a snack when I was in town there at Bill's place. And let me tell you, Bill's place is pretty cool. It's very much rural America. It's awesome. Friendly people, straight to the point, and cool decorations, cool history inside. It's been there for over 40 years, and it's the only place in town